Welcome back. Today we're diving into something that looks like it just rolled straight out of a futuristic action movie, the 2026 27th Jetour T2 Dark Knight Edition. This is not just another SUV trying to blend into the crowd. This is bold, aggressive, and clearly designed for people who want presence, capability, and modern tech all wrapped into one striking package. If you've been curious about whether this rugged-looking machine is actually worth your money, stick around because we're going deep into everything from design and features to performance, tech, and long-term ownership costs. The first thing that grabs your attention is the design. The Dark Knight Edition lives up to its name with a stealthy, blacked-out theme that gives it a commanding road presence. The boxy shape immediately reminds you of classic off-road SUVs, but it's been modernized with sharp LED lighting, a bold front grille, and muscular wheel arches. The matte or gloss black finishes, depending on the variant, really enhance that Dark Knight personality, making it look premium and intimidating at the same time. It's the kind of SUV that turns heads even when it's parked. Step inside, and you'll notice that Jetour has clearly focused on blending ruggedness with luxury. The cabin feels upscale, especially for its price bracket. You get soft touch materials, contrast stitching, and a clean dashboard layout dominated by a large infotainment screen. The seats are wide and supportive, perfect for long drives or off-road adventures. There's plenty of legroom and headroom, and even rear passengers won't feel cramped, which is something buyers in this segment really care about. Now let's talk about technology, because this is where the T2 Dark Knight Edition really starts to shine. The infotainment system is large, responsive, and packed with features. You get smartphone connectivity, voice commands, navigation, and a premium sound system that delivers a solid audio experience. The digital instrument cluster is crisp and customizable, giving you all the driving information you need in a modern, easy-to-read format. One of the standout features is the advanced driver assistance systems. You're getting things like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, and a 360-degree camera system. These features not only make driving safer but also add a layer of convenience, especially in city traffic or tight parking situations. It's clear that Jetour wants this SUV to feel as advanced as competitors from more established brands. Under the hood, the Jetour T2 Dark Knight Edition offers a turbocharged engine that balances power and efficiency quite well. While exact specs may vary depending on the market, you're typically looking at a 2.0-liter turbocharged engine producing enough horsepower to confidently handle both city driving and highway cruising. The power delivery is smooth, and the automatic transmission shifts cleanly without hesitation. But what really sets this SUV apart is its off-road capability. This isn't just a city SUV with rugged looks. It actually has the hardware to back it up. With a capable all-wheel drive system, multiple terrain modes, and decent ground clearance, the T2 is ready to tackle rough roads, dirt tracks, and even more challenging terrain. For people who love weekend adventures or live in areas with less than perfect roads, this is a big plus. Driving the T2 feels solid and composed. On paved roads, the suspension does a good job of absorbing bumps and keeping the ride comfortable. It doesn't feel overly stiff like some off-road focused SUVs. Instead, it strikes a balance between comfort and capability. Steering is light enough for city driving but still gives you enough feedback to feel in control. Fuel efficiency is another area where the T2 performs reasonably well. While it's not going to match smaller crossovers, it delivers acceptable mileage for a vehicle of this size and capability. If you're someone who does a mix of city and highway driving, you won't find it too heavy on the wallet when it comes to fuel consumption. Now let's get into something a lot of buyers care about but often overlook: cost of ownership. The Jetour T2 Dark Knight Edition is positioned as a value-for-money SUV, and that extends beyond just the purchase price. Maintenance costs are expected to be relatively affordable compared to premium European rivals. Spare parts availability will depend on your region, but as the brand grows, this is likely to improve over time. Insurance costs should be moderate, again depending on your location and driving history. Since it's not positioned as a luxury brand, you won't be paying excessively high premiums. That's a big advantage for buyers who want a stylish and capable SUV without the financial burden that comes with premium badges. Resale value is always a bit tricky with newer or less established brands. While Jetour is gaining popularity, it may not hold value as strongly as some well-known competitors. However, if the brand continues to grow and build trust, this could improve significantly over the next few years. If you're planning to keep the car long-term, this becomes less of a concern. Another important factor is reliability. While long-term data on the T2 is still limited, early impressions suggest that build quality is solid. The materials used feel durable, and the overall construction gives a sense of robustness. Of course, as with any vehicle, proper maintenance will play a big role in how reliable it is over time. Let's not forget practicality. The T2 offers a decent amount of cargo space, making it suitable for family use, road trips, or even carrying gear for outdoor activities. The rear seats can be folded down to expand the storage area, giving you flexibility depending on your needs. There are also plenty of storage compartments inside the cabin for everyday items. In terms of competition, the Jetour T2 Dark Knight Edition goes up against some tough rivals in the SUV market. However, what gives it an edge is its combination of bold design, modern tech, and off-road capability at a competitive price point. It's clearly aimed at buyers who want something different from the usual options. One thing that really stands out is how the T2 manages to feel premium without being overly expensive. You're getting features and design elements that are often found in higher-end vehicles, but at a more accessible price. That makes it a very attractive option for budget-conscious buyers who don't want to compromise on style or features. Of course, no car is perfect. Some people might find the brand recognition lacking compared to more established names. Others might be cautious about long-term reliability or resale value. But if you're willing to look beyond the badge, the T2 offers a lot of substance. Another minor drawback could be fuel economy for those who prioritize efficiency above all else. While it's reasonable, it's not class-leading. But again, this is a trade-off you often get with larger, more capable SUVs. Overall, the 2026-27 Jetour T2 Dark Knight Edition is a very interesting package. It combines rugged looks, modern technology, and real off-road capability in a way that feels fresh and exciting. It's not just trying to copy what others are doing. It's carving out its own identity, and that's something we don't see very often. If you're someone who wants an SUV that stands out, offers great features, and can handle both city streets and off-road adventures, this is definitely worth considering. It's a vehicle that appeals to both the heart and the head, giving you style and practicality in one package. So, should you buy it? If you value design, tech, and capability and you're open to trying something different from the usual brands, then yes, the Jetour T2 Dark Knight Edition makes a strong case for itself. It's bold, it's capable, and it offers a lot of value for the price. That's it for today's deep dive into the 2026-27 Jetour T2 Dark Knight Edition. Let me know in the comments what you think about this SUV. Would you choose it over more established rivals, or would you stick with the big names? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss another review. I'll see you in the next one.